In this video, I'm going to walk you through the pros and cons of using Google Local Service Ads, or as you'll hear me refer to it most of the time, Google LSA. Recently, one of my roofing clients was actually able to generate 3 separate $10,000 jobs for their roofing company in their first 30 days using this exact strategy of Google LSA ads. So by the end of this video, you should be able to know if this is going to be right for you and your business or not. So let's start with the pros here and find out why so many businesses are turning to Google LSA to generate leads and sales for their business. Pro tip number 1, hire quality leads. What type of quality you want? Low quality, high quality? I think you probably get the answer by now. So a lot of companies these days are still using social media ads, Google ads, door knocking, or my least favorite, Angie's List, Zillow, sites like that give you shared leads. So you get the lead finally and you call them and they hate your guts right away because they've already talked to 5 of your other competitors. The solution to that is you set up Google LSA and you get not only high quality leads, but you get exclusive leads. These people are not being sent to competitors of yours first and then sent to you. And then it's 10 days old, 20 days old. I've heard as much as 90 days old. And then they, one, already had the job done, or two, just don't even need your service anymore. So the solution to all those other options I mentioned before is getting a Google LSA account set up, and then you can have inbound leads actually calling you directly saying, hey, Mr. Business Owner, I want your service. Which option would you rather have? Pro number 2, you are trusted a lot more by potential customers because Google, 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 is vouching for you. So as you can see here, this is my screen. I just popped up roofing company near me. And this is what Google Guaranteed Ads look like. So as you can see, there is nothing above this search here. You are the first option people are going to be able to see here. And then as you scroll down, this is an example of like traditional Google ads where you pay for every click. And then you get down here and it's Google Maps, Yelp. Oh God, yeah, that's another terrible one. And all that type of stuff. So what do you think people are going to do? If I need a roof, am I going to go right here to someone who is Google Guaranteed and has a Google green pretty check mark here? Or am I going to scroll to the very bottom and then maybe pick something here at the bottom? I think the option is clear here. So being verified by Google is about as much credibility as you can get. So as you can see, you can click show more here, but you're showing up here with all these companies and Google is saying these are good quality people and you should use them. So this isn't something, where you pay more money and you can, get to the top of like Google pay-per-click or social media, you find the right audience, and that just happens to work out. Here the trust factor is already built in. You're at the very, very top here. So very, very powerful. And this is part of the reason, why my current roofing client is being able to do so well is they are vouched for by Google. And number 3, say it with me, pay per lead. Woo! I know, right? It's crazy. But this is a screenshot of my current client here. So as you can see, they're getting, several phone calls on a daily basis here. It's today's date is October 8th. And so as you can see, they already had 1 call today. They had 3 yesterday. So as you can see, quite a bit of volume here. And so the great thing is you only get charged when people call you. Only charge when people call you. So it's not like Google or social media where you got to put up, $50, $100 a day and just pray to the lead gods that things come in and then nothing comes in. You just wasted a lot of your hard-earned money for nothing. Here, you only pay when people call you. And it's even better than that. You actually can dispute phone calls. So like as an example, one of my clients here, this call was for someone who wanted gutters and they don't offer gutter service. So you know what I'm going to do? Instead of them getting charged $30, $50, $100 for this call, I'm going to dispute it, and then Google is going to credit that back to me. Like you can see right here, we already have a credit of this much money for next month. It's amazing. So it's not like Angie's List either, where you go and you pay for a lead and you think, maybe this is a great price, and then you call and they already hate your guts. Pay per lead pricing is an amazing option that Google LSA offers, and it's been really, really beneficial for several of my clients and really helped them scale their businesses to the next level. All right, now that you've seen the 3 pros of Google LSA, I want to talk to you about the cons because, like any platform, Google LSA isn't perfect. Con number 1, the volume of your leads can change very, very quickly without the proper structure and format. So, answering phone calls in the first 30 seconds is huge, and consistently getting Google reviews is also very huge with the Google LSA structure. If you aren't doing those things, you could go from like the very top and getting in some case 5-10 calls per day, people wanting your service, to like maybe a call a week. So it can be touchy. It's not like social media or Google where you pay a certain amount of dollars per day, and no matter what, it's going to spend that, etc. So you got to be really diligent. There's little ticks to the trade, or tricks to the trade that you have to do to make sure that you're keeping up with the times and making sure you stay at the very, very top of your Google local service ads. Con number 2 is the approval process can take a while. Let me show you an example here with my current client. All right, so this is the business verification tab here on your Google local service ad account. And this is something that all business owners that want to advertise on LSA has to go through. So if you're a realtor, if you're a roofer, if you are a physical therapist, if you are a massage therapist, etc. down the line, this is the process you have to go through. One, in most cases, you're going to have to show proof of insurance. You're going to have to go through a background check. You do have to have a Google My Business or Google Business profile with at least 5 reviews. You'll set a budget, set up billing, etc., and then set up a business profile. If these aren't not done correctly, I've seen some people quit before they even go live. I've seen common issues sending in an insurance document and it not being up to date, things like that. So this is why, people like myself are really good to utilize as a service, because I've seen a lot of instances there's like one snag, and it can be the difference between you never going live with Google LSA or Google Guaranteed, or getting that live and then being able to actually kill it with these type of ads. So you got to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, and or you have someone like myself or another marketing company here to help you through the process to streamline it, so you can get, from the time you fill out your application to going live can be a week to 2 weeks, as opposed to a month, 2 months, 6 months, or the worst option I've seen, potentially never. Now that you've watched this video on the pros and cons of advertising with Google LSA, what I'd like for you to do is watch my next video, how to rank #1 on Google without waiting years for SEO.